Along with its breathtaking scenery and rich cultural heritage, Colombia is known for producing some of Latin America's most beautiful women. Even in the year 2024, the amiability and charisma of the Colombian people may win over audiences. A deeper dive into Colombia's population and job market is necessary for a complete comprehension of life here. This film will show the unique aspects of Colombia and give an inside look at city life from a Colombian resident. Medellin, the second largest city in Colombia, is perhaps the most famous city in the nation due to its international fame as a tourist destination and job hub. Medellin is also a city with a high crime rate. Its reputation has transformed since it became famous as the base of Pablo Escobar's cartel. Today, it is a popular tourist destination. Dancing, street food, art, music, and trendy people make up the city's vibrant nightlife. Medellin, a prosperous metropolis that encompasses neighboring regions and was established in the 17th century, is home to about 4 million people. More than 5 million people call this place home. In the beginning, many were forced to relocate to coastal cities due to unemployment, but Medellin thrived as a result of the textile industry's expansion. Visitors and mourners alike pay their respects at the memorials to the people who perished during Escobar's reign of terror. Despite its turbulent history, Medellin is continuing to grow. Large, reddish-hued apartment buildings dot the skyline, a sign of its development and perseverance. There must be some people who choose to live in older, lower-rise buildings in the city's less developed sections. Once the Escobar gang's headquarters, Commune 13 is now a favorite destination for tourists. The influx of tourists helps local businesses and street vendors thrive, which benefits the community as a whole. Artistic work showcasing the skill of Colombian craftspeople adorn the rebuilt Commune 13. Regardless of Escobar's tumultuous history, this area continues to play a significant role in the city's economy. Have you ever pondered the impact of Colombia's unusual estate system on your daily life? Socioeconomic stratification has far-reaching effects on residents' access to resources and standard of living. Residential buildings dotting the city's wealthier neighborhoods are reddish-brown from an up-close perspective. They don't have balconies, but they appear fresh and sturdy. Cafes in these posh districts serve as fully secure co-working spaces where people can relax with their coffee or drink in hand and get some work done, much like at Starbucks. Rest assured that your valuable possessions are safe on the table as you focus on the tasks at hand. Although it may seem ordinary to you, the construction of such secure and tasteful cafe spaces is a luxury that Colombians have steadily amassed over the years due to the high crime rate in their urban centers. Colombians who are out of work can make a living as couriers using nothing more than an electric bicycle. For those who prefer not to be tied down to a specific area, Colombia is a perfect place to put up a street stand and offer handmade goods. Many people, for instance, sell fresh produce from their makeshift kiosks. There are folks that offer pre-made soups for sale. In the US, a ladle of this soup, called maimura, costs about 50 cents or half a dollar. This is one of Colombia's most popular soups. Street vendors offer more than just food. Some make refreshing lemonade, while others peddle flowers from makeshift carts. Flowers are a popular ornamental item in Colombia, therefore entrepreneurs selling them should be confident about sales. People buy flowers to make their homes look prettier. It is not common practice to give out free flowers due of their monetary value. You can usually get better, riper, and cheaper avocados and pineapples from street vendors than from supermarkets. In Colombia, you can find apartments that accommodate hummingbirds and parrots as well. Hummingbirds are the only birds in the world capable of flying backwards, so naturally they look up to them. Colombians started to see themselves as going backwards, which earned them the nickname hummingbird. The abundance of greenery in the country's architecture, streets, and cafes is a reflection of the weather and a sign that Colombia is a more peaceful place for nature lovers. Being on the outskirts of the Amazon rainforest, Colombian culture is deeply intertwined with nature. They enjoy better health, more enjoyment, and live into their 80s because they can breathe in more oxygen. It is common for folks to walk their dogs on the street. Animals of all kinds are welcome in Colombia, including dogs and birds. In most cases, large muscular canines are preferred over decorative ones. Professional dog walkers typically have more than 10 dogs under their control at once. The well-off and the busy hire dog walkers and pay them regularly for their services. Unexpected surprises at traffic signals can happen occasionally when you're in a taxi. Instead of nervously waiting, dance groups of 10 to 15 people put on performances at red lights. A dancing performance is shown to you, although briefly. Then naturally, you should pay the dancers whatever they ask. They put in long hours and make their own money. These shows contain intricately coordinated figures. No amateur can pull them off. At every opportunity, Colombians look for ways to increase their income. Ropes strung between trees allow even the most unimaginative people to do circus feats. A unique blend of European, African, and indigenous ancestry gives Colombian women an amazing beauty that amazes people all over the world. They frequently take home prestigious international beauty pageants like Miss Universe. Their unusual and exotic beauty is adored by many. They stand out with their hourglass figures, thick and bouncy hair, and expressive eyes in a range of colors. Because of the moderate weather, people of all skin tones seem to radiate a sun-kissed glow. Warmth, friendliness, and passion are just as highly regarded as physical attractiveness when it comes to Colombian women. When they're around other people, they're happiest and they enjoy lively conversations and dancing, particularly salsa. Many women go on to become fluent speakers of multiple languages because they value education so highly. Family and social relationships hold great value in Colombian society, and Colombian women have a stellar reputation for being faithful spouses. Modern plastic surgery and increased wealth have had a noticeable impact on the bodies of many Colombian women in the last several decades. Buttock and breast augmentations were among the treatments that women began to receive as a result of the cartel's influence. Affluent and powerful people like Pablo Escobar, who began a trend that continues to this day, backed these enterprises. Men in Cartagena and other parts of Colombia are very interested in women who have had plastic surgery to alter their appearance. Women often wear revealing clothing while they partake in Cartagena's vibrant nightlife and cafe culture. People from all over the world go to this city to see the street entertainers who put on shows for money. Travelers still face problems like robbery despite the lively atmosphere. Some Colombian guys take advantage of the optimism of European women seeking short-term romances by defrauding them financially. In addition, both locals and tourists are vulnerable to scams perpetrated by Colombian and Venezuelan exiles looking for easy money. Regardless of these challenges, travelers from over the globe are drawn to Cartagena by its historic appeal and lively social life. An explosion of energy and excitement characterizes Colombia's nightlife, which is among the world's liveliest. Their stunning good looks and assured charisma are known far and wide beyond South America. Specifically, Colombian ladies are known to dress to impress while also projecting an inviting and amiable demeanor. If you're planning a trip to Colombia to party it up, you'll be warmly welcomed, especially if you're in your best clothes, by the locals. You might be surprised to hear that Colombia is home to some of the world's most exciting nightlife. Travelers from all over the globe go to Medellin, Colombia to experience its famously vibrant nightlife. Those that seem to be more well-off and amiable toward foreigners, such as Americans and Europeans, tend to get more attention from Colombians. Even though Argentina is famous for its friendly people, my favorite Latin American country is Colombia. When it comes to affordable, high-quality entertainment, only Thailand can compete with Colombia. It is in Medellin where you will find the most vibrant nightlife. As you stroll through the streets of the city at night, you can sense the infectious energy and friendly crowds. Latin dances are a popular way for Colombians to celebrate, so there will be plenty of chances to meet new people and have a blast. Colombia is a place where joy and happiness never fade. A pleasant smile and lively conversation are what you may anticipate if you approach a local woman in the evening while you're well-groomed and polite. Many Colombian relationships begin with a dance, which is a big part of Colombian social life. Music and dancing continue till the break of dawn. There is an abundance of dining options, nightclubs, and bars in Parquilleras, Medellin's nightlife district. Live al fresco restaurants and street performers make it a lively gathering place for locals and tourists alike. To get a feel for the real thing, head to Laurel's, a chill area full of cafes, salsa clubs, and pubs. Here, especially around La Setenta, is where Colombians' penchant for revelry and festivity shines through. The vibrant culture, stunning beaches, and charming people of Colombia draw in millions of tourists from North America each year. Festivals, concerts, weddings, and even criminal activities fill the streets of Medellin with life. But once you've gotten yourself situated in, you'll be captivated by Colombia's lively nightlife and the genuine warmth of its inhabitants. Colombians are kind and welcoming, and they work hard to ensure that you feel at home with their proverbial "Mi casa es su casa," your house is my house. In popular tourist spots, locals take great care to sweep and mop, while guards keep visitors safe. Their friendliness is demonstrated by their efforts to keep these spaces clean and safe. Brushing one's teeth 4 times a day, especially in public, is something that many people take tremendous pride in. They attract people from all over the world who are looking for affordable dental care, and their beautiful smiles fuel a booming industry. Priced at around $1,000 per month, Laurel's apartments are brand new and feature 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms, and 1,500 square feet of living space with high ceilings. Included with this pricing are the prices of internet, water, and energy. The cost of living can be slightly higher in Colombia's more affluent regions. Colombia offers a unique and satisfying experience for individuals who wish to completely immerse themselves in its culture and way of life. However, the cost of living can vary. In 2024, compared to many Western nations, living expenses in Colombia are incredibly low. A person's expected monthly outlays, not including rent, may range from $524 to $1,777 depending on their city of choice and way of life. The typical annual expenditures for a family of 4 range from $1,599 to $2,299, not including rent. Prices range from $480 to $868/month for a fully furnished 1-bedroom in a posh neighborhood. Rent in a more typical area ranges from $271 to $479 per month. It costs about $1.14 per liter for gas and about $38 for a monthly pass for public transportation. Costs of life, especially for housing and necessities, are quite low in Colombia. Towns like Medellin, Bogota, and Cartagena are reasonably priced considering their popularity and amenities, even though they are more expensive than many other cities in the world. If you want to make Colombia your permanent home, learning the language is a must. Because of the prevalence of money laundering violations, you are not permitted to freely withdraw your hard-earned funds outside the country. You need to provide an explanation for the withdrawal and show that your money is clean. The administration is against withdrawing Colombian funds and is in favor of keeping them within the country. If you are considering doing business in Colombia, you should know that the income tax rate is 35%. When compared to other areas, this rate is quite high. Low monthly salaries, high inflation, and high tax rates are common in developing nations, as is the case in many South American countries. Cities often have immaculate public plazas despite the high taxes they impose. The Colombian peso's value has dropped dramatically. A dollar now buys around 4,200 pesos in Colombian pesos. A hearty dinner may be purchased for approximately 12,000 pesos or $3 across the country. About $35 might get you a night at a 5-star hotel. Salary in the country's capital, Bogota, and the cities of Medellin average around $300 per month. The living conditions of natives are not as favorable as those of visitors to Colombia, considering that the minimum pay is $261. Avoid fighting through crowded public transportation and go anywhere in Medellin for less than $3 using the country's Uber system. It is essential to be aware of these economic realities, even though coming to Colombia can be an exciting and fascinating experience. If you enjoyed today's video, kindly like and subscribe to our channel. I really appreciate your assistance. You're going to adore it, so please click the video on your screen. Your next national request for our channel should be included in a remark.